Hey there, welcome back to my garden. Today I'm kind of rectifying a situation that I noticed out here in the lower bed, the lower no dig bed that I've been putting in over the last month or so. As I'm putting plants in, I'm just like, this is pretty small. And so I've just been kind of noticing this natural curve of grass that sort of stays a little bit browner, I think. That it's kind of stays a little bit browner. It's for some reason just catching my eye as like a natural curve that I feel like I need to dig out. And as you've seen, this is a no dig bed, because most of it I did put down the cardboard and then the soil and then the compost and stuff like that. This area, because it is a little bit higher, also because I don't have a ton of compost, but mostly because it's higher, I want it to lower down a little bit. I'm going to use this heavy duty, not sure, I don't remember what it's called. I'll look it up and post it because it is a really, really handy tool for jobs like this. I'm going to use it to widen this bed. I'll just turn you around and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so might be kind of hard to identify, but I think it's right about here and towards Charlie, and then the tool's over there, and you can just kind of see, it's actually this area that's right here in the light. I do like how it currently curves, but there's just something about right here, and then it can curve out that way and make a little bit of a deeper area right here for planting in. I mean, just because like literally this Weigella here could potentially take up this whole area, because I think it gets like four by four or so, like something like that. And then that's, you know, that's this whole area. I mean, it could go all the way over to here and then to the walkway, and that's kind of the case with a lot of this bed. So I'm just gonna get started. I kind of already edged in. See this spot right here? I've just kind of already been chipping away at it a little bit just to see how the soil is feeling, if it's still really hard or not. But I'm just gonna set up the camera and kind of get after it and see how far I can get. And I do have some cardboard that I'll then lay down just to suppress the grass a bit from coming back up if I can. Charlie. To suppress the grass from coming up if I can, and then I'll just cover that with compost. I'm not going to get any more of the premium garden soil necessarily for this spot. That was mostly because this area was at such a slant and I needed to raise it up quite a bit, whereas this area is higher. I don't need to pile on as much to elevate it up. So anyway, that's a lot of talk for a actually relatively simple situation that I'm going to be tackling. I'm going to be going against the no dig bed idea, and I'm going to actually be digging out this part of the grass and then laying down some cardboard as much as I have and then topping it with compost just to make this bed a little bit bigger. honestly, that didn't take me too long, maybe an hour. I'll have to look back at my playback, but you can see that I did dig in quite a bit. You can tell there, but that I did dig in quite a bit of an edge there, just because the elevation here on the grass was so much higher than the bed. So hopefully when I lay down some cardboard and then top it with the compost, I can lift it up a little bit, and then it'll come over and then join up and be level with this part of the bed over here. I could make this even, well, no, I don't want to make that higher. This will just have to have a little bit more on it, because there is quite a, I don't think that's probably very obvious to you, but there is several inches of a difference there between the grass and the garden bed. And it doesn't need to obviously come up to the top, but I will raise it up just a little bit. But you can see this light here right next to Toby is making it look like that's cut in a little bit more than it is, but that is just a gradual curve that goes around to the end of the bed. Maybe it'll be more obvious on this side. A little bit. sun's just in the wrong spot. So anyway, it curves here, and you can see, I mean, this doubled this little quadrant of the garden pretty easily. So, and there'll just be this little opening here. This right here will eventually be garden bed also. There is cardboard underneath here. This part I just mowed the grass really low in anticipation of getting this really big delivery of the compost. I mowed it really low and then ended up putting cardboard on it and just kind of spreading out some of the compost, because I anticipated that this pile would be here for quite a while and would probably kill off the grass underneath it anyway, so might as well make a bed in the meantime. So you can just see this is going to be basically just a little grass path through here. It has just a nice clean edge, and now that this ground is a lot more easy to work, I think I will just continue on around the bed and cut in these edges as I go around. So that's another project for another day, but this right here was a good start with a lot of company from the dogs, a lot of stick throwing going on. So I hope that was clear of the process that I was going through. Obviously, this type of process is for a situation where you have more energy than time, I guess, versus the no dig method is for where you have more time and less energy, because it takes time to collect the cardboard, and it takes time to, lay it out and all that stuff. This took me an hour. I'll lay down what I have and then just cover it in compost, and it'll pretty much be done. I don't think I'll be able to really plant in it quite yet, just because I need to wait for the cardboard to break down a little bit. But anyway, this is a good start, and I do really appreciate the extension of this bed. It feels much more usable, much more potential being this deep compared to what it was. So anyway, so that's it for tonight. I gotta go in and make dinner, but I'm gonna continue on hopefully tomorrow morning quick, get this covered with the cardboard and then the mulch, and then we'll get to see the final product. Well, that escalated quickly beyond what I intended on doing this morning. So yes, it is a new day. Yesterday, I got out here and worked on clearing away some more of this no-dig garden bed. And then this morning, as you saw, I laid out the cardboard and put on some compost that I got in bulk recently. It's just a yard debris compost, and so I'm kind of using that as a mulch in areas on the bed over some premium garden soil that I got, but I'm also, in this spot, I just put on probably 3 or 4 inches of the compost on top of the cardboard because I did already take out the grass and stuff like that. So anyway, this spot looks beautiful. I'll turn you around and show you this area, and then we'll take a peek at the other area that I started digging into. I can be kind of a bull in the china cabinet sometimes when I get an idea and it's really hard for me to stop. So anyway, let me just turn you around and show you what I've been working on. Okay, so here's the first area that I put mulch over. This is the new curve, as you can see. It looks nice and clean because I used the Rogue fire hoe to get that nice sharp edge. So this area is nice and deep now, a lot deeper than it was before. It feels like it just has a lot more potential for what can be planted here. I'll probably end up moving that Weigela forward a little bit just because I think that will get a little bit larger. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this, how this ended up. And then over there, I just felt like that necked down too much, and once I got going, I just started digging away, as you could see, and just really cutting into that edge. And I had to work it quite a bit until I liked the curves. It was a little bit of an effort, but anyway, I think I'm going to try to get a little bit more cardboard today when I go out to town, if I can find it. I think I saw some in our church's resource center, so I'm hoping they might still have it, and I can pick that up to put down on this spot. It's not totally necessary. I could probably just cover it in compost and call it good. I just have to deal with some of the weeds that would, well, the grass that would come up inevitably quite a bit more, I think, if I didn't put cardboard down. So anyway, hopefully I can find some more of that and finish up this project. So I will say, I will see you in a minute later today when hopefully I finish this job. Okay, well, the sun is going down. I just got home, we finished dinner. I'm out here with more cardboard that I did pick up at my church. So I'm gonna see if I can get this done, because if I don't get it done tonight, then it's gonna have to wait several days because I'm going out of town. So I'm gonna rush and get the cardboard down and get that topped off with compost, hopefully before the sun totally goes down. Thankfully, that did not take very long because the sun is down, and I'm sure, as you can see, it's hard to see out here now. So I got the area all mulched. It's a different color, you know, than the mulch that's been down for a little bit, just because this is still kind of wet, I guess, because it was on the inside of the pile. But it looks nice. I'll have to do some adjusting of the plants and stuff, but just because they're kind of pushed back a little ways. But I'm just going to flip you around really quick to show you how it looks now that it's done, and we'll finish this up. So here's where we worked earlier today, getting all of this mulch down, this whole area expanded out. This edge is nice and sharp. It kind of looks like it bulges out right there, but it's, for some reason it looks like it on the camera, but not in person. And then you can see how that curve works its way around and extends out this side, which is where I was laying the cardboard and the mulch tonight. Of course, because of the light and because it's wetter, it does look quite a bit darker than what's behind it, but that will all blend in really soon. I won't be able to plant in this area for a while, which is fine, but because it is so shallow with the compost and the cardboard was really thick. So that's okay. It's just in time for it to just kind of sit and settle and nourish the soil that is underneath it. So the bed is a lot larger now, definitely feels more usable than it was. So that is exciting and a good place to finish up this project. Okay, well, the mulch is all down, the compost that I put down in this space. I don't think I'm going to edge it more to make it any bigger, but time will tell on that, I guess. So anyways, it is time to go inside. The bats are out and I gotta go feed the dogs. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hanging out with me while I did this project. I hope you could see it well enough this evening, and yeah, so we'll see you in the next video. Bye.